All right. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your man Triple T Reviews in the building. I got one of my best friends here. His name is Ray Mania Studios. Ray Mania Studios to my right,
Hello.
and I got my other best friend that's down under me, which he is Mike.
What's good?
Nothing much, man. I'm just so excited. Actually, okay. Let's get into the review now. Let's get into the review. All right. No, no long talk. We gonna do quick talk here. Now, album review of the night is the album that we are reviewing today is a a double album, a double CD. I'm gonna say by one of the greatest hip hop artists of our time in our generation. Okay, I can only speak for the '90s and '80s. You know what I'm saying? Because he did come out in the '80s too. So boom, that's it. So anyway, so the album that we are reviewing today is Tupac's fourth and final album, All Eyes on Me. Okay, so All Eyes on Me is the fourth and final album by Tupac. So how did y'all get into Tupac music? Beginning with Ray Mania Studios to my right.
Pretty much, he was everywhere. Like California Love was
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
hell
Um,
yeah.
he's definitely a legend. Like he's definitely a legend. Like to be honest, like he needs no introduction. Like he's a legend. Everybody should know him, who he is, what he represents. You know, a true hip hop artist that laid the ground for other people and for other
Right.
cats. And again, like his songs are everywhere. Like California Love, How Do You Want It with Casey and Jojo from the legendary group Jojo. So yeah, he's a household name in hip hop, and he'll be sadly be missed.
Cool, cool.
And I also heard like
And we're gonna go with Mike. Mike, that's right under me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ray Ray.
if
Yeah, did you want to finish Ray?
yeah, yeah. I was saying that I listened to this album when I was at work before. Yeah,
What?
yeah. I heard this album when I was at work before.
That's what's
And
up.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
All right. So how I got into him? This was like, yeah, California Love. That was probably like my first introduction. All Eyes on Me. This is a really good, um, song by him and stuff. Yeah, like Ray said, he doesn't need no introduction, and two, I think he's a great actor too.
oh yeah,
I-
Juice.
yeah, Juice, which I think, in my honest opinion, he should have got major awards for Juice. I mean, I think it was his performance was just not only natural, but at times it was very chilling, and I think he carried that movie. Besides for my ups in that incredible debut. Like, not too many rappers that I could think of could debut in a movie, in like a good movie. I mean, Ice Cube did it in Boys in the Hood, which I thought too.
Right.
He should have got major awards as well too. But
Oh,
yeah,
don't,
Tupac,
don't, don't, Mike, don't worry, man. We definitely gonna review some Ice Cube shit too. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, for sure. But yeah, um, yeah, Tupac. Yeah, if he was alive, I mean, who knows where his music is, movie career would have went. I thought it was going the right direction. And fun fact too, he was up for the movie Baby Boy, believe it or
Yeah,
not. But, because he passed on, they, shelved
yeah,
it for a minute and then Tyrese took on the role, which I thought Tyrese did an amazing job. Very great. Another impressive debut as well too. But yeah, Tupac, yeah, a legend, doesn't need an introduction. And he's one of the best artists of all time. I think one of them.
Yeah,
He's one of the goats. One of them. Keyword.
yeah,
One
one of
of
the
the goats,
goats.
not the goats,
one of the
but
goats. Yes,
one of the
Because
goats. I'm going to emphasize that
yeah, because
again.
we got,
One of
yeah,
the goats.
yeah, because we got one of the goats. Next is Biggie, then Aaliyah.
yeah,
Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
yeah,
Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige. All those are
yeah,
goats.
yeah. But see, Ray, you're right. You're right though. You're right. But the only problem is with Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls could have been made it in the hip hop music history only if he had never died before Life After Death came out and Born Again and what you call it, the West, the final chapter, came out, because here's the thing, Biggie Smalls only had one album released, which was Ready to Die,
Mm.
and the problem with Aaliyah is that I know Aaliyah only made 3 albums in her lifetime, sure, but I cannot imagine what would have happened if Aaliyah had made more music.
Yeah, because I still count her as a legend because one, she
Now,
paved the way for a lot of
now do you think
artists.
now do you think her future music? Oh, is it my turn to give my introduction by Tupac?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
really, like what Ray and Mike said. Yeah, Tupac doesn't really need an introduction for this, but I can tell you one thing here. My introduction into Tupac was actually I Get Around as my first introduction. But my second introduction to Tupac was the diss track called Hit 'Em Up. One of one of my favorite diss tracks of all time, you know. But my second favorite behind No Vaseline by Ice Cube. All right, ever since I've heard that. God, like, oh, there's a quick trivia here. And Mike, and since you were talking about the movie Poetic Justice, Ice Cube was
Yeah,
actually supposed to be in the movie with what you call it, John Singleton, but but Ice Cube disagreed with the script and all that. So John Singleton gave the role to Tupac instead.
see, Ice Cube, I don't blame him. Here's this is my problem with Poor Justice. I didn't buy the love story, honestly. Well, no, I take this back. No, 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 no. And I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I thought that was Janet Jackson's I Think West performance. I'm sorry. She was miscasted. I didn't care for her in that. I thought it should have went to someone else. And as far as Ice Cube, I don't see him playing like a romantic love interest. I
yeah,
don't see it, and it's a good thing he did turn it down too. I mean,
yeah, because he's more like the gangster
Yeah,
type.
yeah, and Tupac is too. But not. Okay. Yeah, Tupac is not only gangster type, but however, I mean, earlier in his career, before this album, came out, before All Eyes on Me and so forth, he had Tupac of Now, right? And he had Strictly for My Niggas and Me Against the World. Okay, yes, Tupac was like was everything. He had the poetry music. He had storytelling, of course. He had delivery. He had everything that that new school rappers have today. Like they don't even know how to put together a song, an album, delivery, messages, poetry, storytelling, nothing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the song. And speaking of poetic justice, that's the song with that's the movie with the song again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Oh,
one Janet
we
Jackson
both
her
got to review
Oscar.
that movie too.
yeah. I know. Reg, he doesn't really like that song because they overplay that song a lot. But
I didn't think it was enough to get her Oscar nomination
yeah,
or Oscar win. It was I if people don't like it, I I
I
can't
mean,
get mad about it.
yeah. I mean, Janet got other songs. I mean, Janet, she's a great singer. I'll give her that.
Very
I,
great singer.
yeah, as an actress, I believe her best acting role was Penny from Good Times. To me,
Oh,
that was
really?
her best acting role in Good Times, where she played as Penny.
I I can't get mad about that.
Yeah, because with that role, you definitely see the vulnerability when when her own mother, um, her own mother her own mother abused her with a hot iron.
Yeah, her mom, which is played by Kim Fields, is a real life mother, I think.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Good Times.
Oh, okay. Good time.
Yeah, yeah. She was in.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely got to review that
Jan-
one day.
yeah. Janet was. Yeah, Janet. Played as Penny, where she got abused by her grandmother. Well, not her mother. Her mother. Um, when her mother, burn her with an iron.
Oh my, that's
That was
dangerous.
fucked. That shit was fucked up. I'm sorry.
Right, I agree.
At times, like Fast and Life had an episode where Nelly almost got raped. But was crazy.
What's up?
I said, the Fast of Life had an episode where Natalie almost got raped by some dude.
That was a good that was a good one. That was like one of my well, believe it or not, that was one of my favorite one of the great episodes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing about those old shows. Like they don't show the act, but they discuss it.
And the difference between old shows and new shows is that at least they tackle on issues that's happening. These new shows nowadays, they to me, in my honest opinion, they glorify it. In my opinion,
Okay.
they
Right.
glorify. Huh?
Now I said, oh, okay, because I didn't know that fact, that true trivia.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The old shows were way fucked up.
oh man, it's dangerous. Um, are y'all ready to get into the track for track breakdown?
Yeah.
All right. Now to remind you guys, this album has two discs. Okay, so we're gonna go into this one which has 14 tracks on here. So track number one on the first disc, which is Ambitious as a Rider. Woo. So basically is, and business as a writer, Tupac Tupac embraced the grittier thug persona that he ever did before. Excuse me, which he actually embodied partially due to his association with gangster rap record label Death Row Records, and of course Daz Dillinger, who put the gangster twist over the drums, and from the Joski loves Pee Wee's dance to create this beat. All right,
Yeah,
so
Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, rest in peace to him too.
yeah.
This was a great way to start the album. For what I've heard, um, this song was revolves around Tupac's readiness to face challenges and obstacles in his life, and also he wrote this song while in prison for sexual abuse charges in '95.
Oh,
And
I
I,
didn't know that trivia.
yeah, yeah, it addresses his shooting in '94 and sexual abuse
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
sexual abuse conviction. And it also contains a sample of ring announcer Michael Buffer saying his catchphrase, let's get ready to rumble." And if you played that game, that PT that not PT PS2 game called Ready to Rumble, yeah, love that game too.
yeah. And even Cole said it. He said, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Oh, the saturation zone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, here's my trivia here. And Business as a Writer was one of the first Tupac songs that he ever recorded for this album.
Yep.
So I might give y'all some of this verse here. Verse 3, where Tupac goes. Hold on. Gotta put this shit together. All eyes on me. Come on. All eyes on me. Yo, where the fuck? Thank you. There you go. Okay, mentioned everybody. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mike. What did you think about track number 1, which is "Ambitions as a Rider"?
Very great way to start off the album. Lyrically is very good. Love the beats. I love it.
Yeah, man. Yo, I agree with you. This was actually like a excellent way to begin the album like this.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Verse 3. Tupac goes, "My murderous lyrics equipped with spirits of the thugs before me." So, what does he mean by that?
What did you say?
I was asking Ray, what does he mean by
Hold on,
"my
looking it up.
murderous"?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Say again. I'll look for it. Let me see. Oh my. Okay, my murderous lyrics equipped with spirits of thug before me. Sometimes Sonic Hits can't tell you dick. Okay, let me see. I can't find the meaning to it. Let me see.
All right, so Tupac claims that his lyrics are made stronger because they have the power of dead souls attached to them.
All right.
So yeah, he's technically talking about the roots of his music, passion and anger. So he's also talking about his culture and all the pains it endured, as well as the survival and perseverance
All right.
that has bred
That,
the yeah.
yeah, because I'm trying to find out line by line meaning on Sonic Hits, and they didn't tell you. They didn't tell me dick about that line.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now, okay? Because because I know y'all don't want to stay that long, all right? So that's why I'm trying
Yeah,
to like make it quick.
yeah, because it's a long album.
No, I'm just gonna go through like 14
Yeah.
on this one, and then I don't know if y'all gonna be available tomorrow or something like that, because I really want to finish the album.
So like a part. So you want to do so you want to break it in parts?
Yeah, like yeah, two parts,
Okay.
man. Like this, like because this this one only has 14,
Right.
and this two only has 13. So okay,
Exactly.
uh, yeah. So let's do it. Stay off the block, evade the cops, cause I know they coming for me. What is okay? So basically, what Tupac is saying is that Tupac has had numerous run-ins with the police. Excuse me. For example, in October of 1991, that was 1 month before he dropped his first album, which is Tupac's Now. He was brutally assaulted by the police for jaywalking.
Police brutality,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
which still
Um,
goes on. That still goes on to this very day, unfortunately.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. I've been hesitant to reappear. Been away for years. I'm back, baby. You're doing that. Okay. Now I'm back. My advisories been reduced to tears. Oh my gosh. Question my methods to switch up speeds, sure as some bitches bleed. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Tupac. I see you there. I see you there. Niggas, I feel the fire of my mother's corrupted seed. All right. But. That sound like you're throwing some gun sounds. Okay. Blast me, but they didn't finish, didn't diminish my power. So now I'm back to be a motherfucking meanest. Them niggas coward. Them niggas cowards. Okay, so basically, what Tupac means is that Tupac was shot not fatally in the lobby of Quad Studios in NYC, New York City, on November 30th, 1994, which was in the XXL article in 2011, 17 years later.
Which is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
scary. Very very scary if you really think about it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what's ironic too? That was the same day that Mary J. Blige dropped her second album, which is My Life.
Yeah.
And I think there was a Biggie song that he was supposed to be on for Who Shot Ya, I think. All right, okay. Let's move on because I don't want to take all day. All right.
All right.
So let's move on here. Track number two, which is all about you. So basically, all about you. What does he mean by that?
Well, the title is explanatory. It's all about you. Like self-explanatory. It means all about you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And this features Snoop Dogg, Drew Down, Nate Dogg, and Outlawz Immortals. So pretty much the posse cut.
Yeah, yeah. It can be a posse cut, but me personally, I just feel like Snoop Dogg wasn't actually needed though. Like at the end of the song, like at the end of the track though, like it's funny, but Snoop Dogg. I mean, I feel like Snoop Dogg wasn't needed.
And this was okay. This was so Doggy Style came out in '93. Okay, so oh shit, so this like a Doggy Style era of Snoop Dogg. I, I almost said Snoopy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This time, yeah, Snoop Dogg only
yeah,
had one album, Doggy Style.
yeah, yeah. Night. Well, all eyes on me became a '96. So this was like yeah, yeah. Well, the Doggy Style came out.
1993.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but it came out 3 years before all eyes on me.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, but Tupac came out before Snoop Dogg. So
Um, I think it's a very great. This was a very great song. Um, all of them did their thing. I think Tupac stole the. Tupac's was great. Drew Down was great. Outlast Immortals was also good. Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
oh
Was
yeah, he's the king of
yeah,
hooks, man.
yeah. Nate Dogg was dope. I love Nate Dogg. Snoop Dogg is cool too. I fuck with Snoop Dogg, like old Snoop Dogg, not like what not the stuff that he's doing now, but just the old
Yeah.
Snoop. Yeah. So they all did their thing on this record. So pretty much so pretty much the whole lyrics of all about you paint a vivid picture of the rampant objectification and exploitation of women in the world in the world of rap music, and it highlights the lure of fame and money that causes women to put themselves in compromising positions to pursue their dreams. So in a way, it's a cautionary tale about objectification and exploitation of of, of females, because like women have f- feelings too. They're not just sex objects. They're not just sluts and all that shit. They're humans, but they're people. They're people. Women are
Okay.
women are people with feelings too. So that's pretty much what the whole song's about. Like, and the song, the song's chauvinistic lyrics and nihilistic tone are disturbing, but this raw visual storytelling style Tupac's opened black music up for a new era of truth, telling where he discussed things not as they might be, but as they were.
Right. Oh, that. Oh, I have a trivia here for this track. This actually became a single. It has a music video and shit like that. With Tupac on a motorcycle and shit. And what you call it? It Also, this track contains a sample from Candy by Cameo,
Right.
Yeah, which is an American funk band.
Yeah.
and Ice
Yeah,
Cube. Ice Cube did this too on Check Yourself. Not the not the what you call it? Not the Grandmaster Flash version. The album version that was on the album
most deaf.
with a different beat. Yeah. So Mike, what you think about it, man?
All right.
Good, good. Pretty good track right here. Definitely did staying on it. I liked it. It's good.
Cool,
I just
cool.
animate the eyes.
Like I said, me personally, I like Snoop Dogg, man, but I feel like Snoop Dogg wasn't really needed for this track because at the end of the song though, what the fuck? Like if Snoop Dogg wanted to be on the song on the track, he could have had a verse.
Right.
Not say some random shit like Split Star. But I have verse one here by Tupac, where he goes, "You probably cook as the last trick." Oh my gosh.
Suggesting
Okay.
suggesting that this person might be just as deceptive as those encounters before.
Yeah.
Okay, so that where's the
Want to laugh at how I got my ass caught with this bad bitch, thinking I had her, but she had me in the long run. Oh my gosh. Okay. What you call it? It's just my luck. I'm stuck with fucking with the wrong one. Wise decisions based on lies we live in. Scandalous times. Which will bring us to the next track that we're about to go into. Scandalous. But however, I know that Tupac spelled it in the animated way. Excuse me. Yeah, scandalous times.
future Nate
This
Dogg.
this game's like my religion. What the hell? What the hell does that mean? He-
Describing the music and lifestyle culture as a guiding framework filled with moral ambiguity.
Okay. You could be rolling with a thug. Instead instead you with this weak scrub. Oh hell no. Scrub? Tupac, who are you calling the scrub now? Like, I hope you're not calling Jada Pinkett Smith a scrub like you did back in 1989 and 90 before your first album, Tupac is now. Shit. Looking for some love. In every club, I see you starting like you want it. What does he mean by this? So technically, in the November of 1993 rape allegation from 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 Ayanna Jackson was was undoubtedly an inspiration for this song. Who Tupac similarity to the situation being described in the song met at a club, Nels, Niels, something like Nels or something like that. Well, baby, if you got it, better flaunt it. Let the liquor help you get up on it. So technically, Tupac is saying that it's just a reference to liquid courage. Tupac is basically saying that if a girl that if the girl is too shy to come see him, she can use the help of alcohol to to muster up the courage. So I'm still tipsy from last night. Come on, man. Bumping these walls as I pause addicted to the fast life. What does he mean by that? So technically, Tupac was addicted a, a live full parties and women fast life usually translates to a living style that will get you killed or land you in jail sometime soon. Oh my gosh, man. Tupac has had so many complex lyrics and shit. Let's move on now. Let's move on here. Let's see. Scandalous. I don't know why he spelled it the wrong. I don't know why he spelled it in the animated way. Like like how Busta Rhymes, you usually spell his name titles and shit in the animated way too. So, but we're gonna talk about track number three, which is Scandalous. All right, so technically, Tupac is his uh grievingness with the exposes of the nature of scandalous women. All right, so Nick Dogg has recorded the creation of this track. So I have a trivia for this before I can have Ray Mania Studios and Mike take it away. All right, so I have a trivia here. So technically, that track was done within 10 minutes. The production has was already made. We did. I mean, they didn't even have to go to the studio, and wait on anybody to make that beat. So like, all right. So Ray, it's your turn, man.
Um, Very good song. This song pretty much deals with Tupac. He was in a relationship with a woman who was pretty much unfaithful, who just wanted him for for selfish gains, fame and fortune. It's like it's a it's the typical women are bitches. They want you for your money and fame type of scenario, which still goes on to this very day, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, Mike, your turn, buddy.
Uh, this is a dope song right here. Um, yeah, this lyrically it was great. I like it.
Cool. Wait a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go verse one again. Tupac, he goes. I met you through my homie line. You act like you don't know me. Oh my gosh, man, I love this line right here, man. I love this line. There's a trivia here. Yes, this line was a reference from Ice Cube's "No Vaseline," and of course, Richie disses NWA and MC Ren in particular after leaving Ruthless Records because of the confrontations with their manager. Well, actually, it was Eazy-E's manager, Jerry Hiller. Rest in peace to him.
Mhm.
We definitely gotta do that reaction, Vaseline and death certificate out. Anyway, um, so disappointed because baby, that shit was so phony. It's not for me to see you loving from my closest homies. All right, would have paid you no mind, but baby, you was all up on me while you proceed with precision. You had the table hosed. No, I ain't mad at you, baby. Go ahead and play them fools. They chose not to listen. So now he's stuck inside his house. and can't leave without his bitch permission. Oh my, yo, man, yo, this was a disrespectful verse right there, man. Oh my gosh.
But he's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah. I know it's true. I know he's. I know Tupac is talking facts, but but at the same time, for me, that was a disrespectful. That was a disrespectful verse one right here by Tupac. I love it. I love it though. Don't get me wrong, man. I love it. I love it. Like I said, man, about these new school rappers. They don't know how to put together a song or album. Like so let's do it. Dimensions to be a player. My airlines is boss. Drop a top on those jealous niggas. Player. Let me floss. Okay, so technically Tupac is saying that flossing means to show off how much wealth slash how much money you have. And Tupac is ready to do just that. He deserves to as well with his $40 million net worth. I don't know I don't know how many record what you call it, how many dollars that Tupac would have had if he was still alive, according to his net worth.
Probably a bunch.
Yeah, because he did made a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? More than no, specifically specifically if I was to compare Tupac and Biggie Smalls, I say Tupac had made a lot. No, I say Tupac had made way more music than Biggie. Cause you gotta, cause we gotta think about the time that Tupac was in. So, like, let's see, Tupac came out in 1987 with the Digital Underground, same song, okay, and then 4 years later, he had his first album, Tupac is Now. 1.5 year later, he did Strictly for My Niggas. Two albums, right there, two albums, two, and then 2 years later, he made Me Against the World. That's three albums right there. Went to jail, got bailed out in October of '95. He began recording this album here, which is the same month or December '95 or something like that. Okay, and then like almost a year later, which was 11 months later, he dropped this album. So he dropped this album, All Eyes on Me. So what y'all think about that, man?
Dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and look at Biggie. Look at Biggie. He Biggie Smalls came out in 1989. Sure, he did, but like okay, and I know that he made songs before Ready to Die. Sure, he did, especially the Microphone Murderer. Sure, but if I'm look, let's see, if I'm looking at the real side of Biggie Smalls, 5 years later, after like after dibbling, dabbling and stuff, he did he did make Ready to Die. He died in '97, and Life After, and then two weeks later, Life After Death came out. Even though that Life After Death was supposed to come out on Halloween in '96,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but P
Yeah,
Diddy and Bad Boy Records
he
they
died
pushed
in
for
March
that.
9th. So Light of the Dead came out before, well, after he passed away, not
Yeah,
25.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
which we definitely going to review that album later on this month.
Yeah, but people don't, they don't count his posthumous stuff. Because that's the thing, like they don't count his posthumous stuff. They just count the albums that he did while he's still alive. Case in point, Ready to Die. And
That's what I said, man. That's what I said.
Yeah, Light of Day was dope. That was a dope album.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I heard songs like Hypnotized. That was one of them. Big Papa was one of them. He was everywhere around that time. Well, even though I was born in 97, I was still, I still knew who Biggie, his music was what his
Right.
music represented.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Even
he
I
because he
was
loves them because he loves them like the very dark, the very grimy beats.
yeah, yeah, I was born in 97 too, but like for example, all right, my first my first song by Biggie Smalls that I've ever heard, it was not hypnotized. It was not hypnotized. Yeah, it was not hypnotized.
Right.
It was more money, more problems.
Yeah, that song too. Yeah, that song.
Mhm.
Man, let me tell you, I love that song so much, man, and that and it makes sense too because I love the music video. I love the shiny suit era. But here's the thing, you know who changed the whole music industry game? DMX would Get At Me Dog, man.
Mhm.
Y'all niggas wanna kill her? Get at me, dog. Y'all niggas wanna kill her? Get at me, dog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we definitely gotta review that album. We gotta definitely review that song. Like when we whenever we do song reactions.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Let's continue here. Y'all don't want to see me in pain. I'll leave that ass like Tony Braxton. Oh my gosh. Never breathing again. Oh my god, yo.
Right.
Yeah, Tony Bratt. Yeah, you can tell he was going off on this song too.
Yeah, man. I know.
It really addresses how women can be like not just women, not just women. I don't want to be a I don't want to sound like a sexist thing, but it's just anyone can be selfish, anyone can be greedy. They only love you for your money and shit. Like that's an ongoing thing that still happens.
Right.
So it's not just a woman problem. It's also a man problem too. Both men and women can go are both victims of this mentality.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Sorry, guys. Let's move on. Track number four, which is "Got My Mind Made Up." All right.
Yeah,
So,
he
what
does.
what do you guys think about this?
Um, dope song.
Cool, cool.
That's about it. Like I don't be more. I don't be repetitive with this one. I think most of the songs I hear are good. They're dope. I don't think there's a song in here that's like on this album that's like a miss. I think all of them land pretty good.
Right.
I don't know, man. This probably like one track on this album that be hard.
This one features the Dog Pound, Method Man, and Redman.
Sorry.
Yeah, very dope collab.
Yeah, I agree 110%.
Yeah. Well, not collab. There's like a posse.
You know, this track was supposed to be for Dog Pound's first album.
All right. Go to my channel.
Yeah, like I said, this track was supposed to be for Dog Pound's first album,
Right.
Mhm.
but instead, Suge Knight was the one who gave it to Tupac. Or we about to we might skip over this track though. I mean, just
Who's also very sketchy.
now actually Method Man. Look, okay, I'm gonna read some Method Man shit. So verse 4 is Method Man. He goes, "Fuck you losers, while you fake jacks, I make maneuvers like hitters sticking up with German." What does he mean? Yo, so technically, so for Method Man's verse here, okay, even though that there are like little stars in between, so even on the original explicit release of the album, the words Jews and Lugers are are a type of gun manufactured in Germany were edited out here due to being o- over references to the Holocaust. Curiously, Hitler's name was left in.
Right. Like I said, like Hitler sticking up Jews with German Lugers. And
Yeah,
looking up and Lugers is pretty much me in German. So Luger is a German automatic pistol.
yeah. The Mr. Mental Cow from from Staten Island. Oh yeah, yeah. They all from Shaolin. Like, yo, let's move on because I don't want to take up your time. So let's move on. Track number 5, which is "How Do You Want It."
With Casey and JoJo from JoJo C.
Yep.
Yeah, this was actually like the B side of "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac and the Outlawz.
How do
Oh,
you want? Yeah.
well, I'm sorry, Ray Ray. And Mike, what did y'all think about track number 4, which has got my mind made up?
Like I said, a dope posse cut from both
Yeah,
Tupac, well, from Tupac, Method Man, Redman, and Dog Pound.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree 110%.
Yeah, great, good, good posse cut. Enough said.
Like,
All right, so what do y'all think about track number 5, which is "How Do You Want It"?
Classic song. How do
Yeah,
you want it? Like,
yeah.
that's how it
How do
goes.
you feel?
Yeah, that's how it goes. Classic song. Classic song.
yeah, say
That's a song.
less.
That's a song
Yeah,
you cannot escape. You can never escape. Because again, it's
that's true.
Jodeci. It's of course it's freaking Jodeci. Jodeci, one of the legendary R&B hip hop soul groups from the from the of all time. I'll say that all time of all time, not just 90s, not just 80s, but but of all time. They got Tupac, one of the greatest rappers of all time. So this is a, a classic collab, classic collab. It's everywhere on radio, movies, commercials. It was everywhere.
Yeah,
If
that's definitely great.
if you don't if you don't know the song, you've been living in a cave for all your life.
And I have a trivia here. This track, "How Do You Want It," was actually featured on the Friday After Next movie. 6 years later, look at that. But I feel
Right.
like but I feel like that's stupid. Like that this track came out. This track came out in '96. The movie Friday After Next was came out in 2002. Like that's stupid to put "How Do You Want It" on the Friday After Next movie. Come on now, come the fuck on, man. I I I like this track. I like this track, but like of course Tupac always do his thing. He steals the show.
I agree.
I agree.
Now, of course, we're gonna move on into track number 6, which is Two of America's Most Wanted, which is "Ain't Nothing But a Gangster Party, Party." Ain't nothing
Class.
but a gangster
Classic,
party.
classic.
Oh my god, yeah.
That song was also like pretty much every song that he made was everywhere.
Right.
Every song he made was everywhere. You cannot escape it.
yeah, you can't. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to escape. It's hard to escape all the songs that's been played on the radio.
And Snoop Dogg, and this song features Snoop Dogg as well.
Yo, I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you about the music video that Tupac created a parody version. Like let's say if P Diddy was a B Diddy and Biggie Smalls was Piggy Smalls. He did the same thing for I Ain't Mad at You, which we're gonna talk about after California Love remix. That was so funny as hell.
Right.
But so So anyway, this was like a dope collab right there. But here's the thing. I didn't like the way Snoop Dogg turned around and he went against like he went to the East Coast and then he turned on and went up against the West Coast too. Like Snoop Dogg, what the fuck you doing, my guy?
That's crazy.
I mean, like I mean, had he? I mean, what? I mean, name one thing that Snoop Dogg had done that wasn't crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
besides
like a
lying,
bunch.
besides
Like a
getting
bunch.
high.
It's like a bunch.
Yeah,
Like
but I mean,
I mean, Snoop Dogg. I mean, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. He's always been like been caught up in shenanigans.
excuse me. Yeah, yeah. This new dog always want to lie all the damn time. Like niggas, stop smoking too much, nigga, and tell the truth. And tell the truth. Okay.
Y'all didn't listen to that album when he went full on gospel, did you?
Hey,
Which
listen,
album?
Um, it was the gospel album. Snoop Dogg presents Bible of Love. Bible of Love. That's like a gospel album that he did.
Yeah, I heard it once or twice.
Yeah, I think the old Snoop. Not that, not. I was thinking the old Snoop. Like, not that he can tackle religion, but that was kind of weird.
Yeah, but you know what's even more with it was that Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg turned Snoop Dogg became against Tupac and them, and then he moved to the East Coast just so he can make music from the East Coast shit, man. It was Master P and stuff. Like, that was a crazy move by Snoop Dogg.
Mm,
hmm
he ain't no
Yeah, that was
saint.
crazy.
He ain't no
That was a
saint.
crazy. Yeah. What the hell is this?
Like, he ain't no saint. Like, Suge Knight ain't no saint. Snoop Dogg ain't no saint.
Yeah, yeah. None of them are.
Yeah. I mean,
We're
Tupac.
gonna have
I mean,
yeah.
Tupac. Tupac did some dirt too, but again, he's a legend. Let not act like Tupac no angel either, because he been incarcerated too when he was alive.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least Tupac wasn't out here lying and stuff. All right, let's move on. Track number 7, which is No More Pain. What do you guys think about it, man?
This was a great song, and this features. Oh, fun fact: this one features.
Devontae.
Yeah, Devon. Well, I don't see a feature on here. A feature on Genius. They didn't list the feature, but I know it features. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It didn't feature. Well, Devontae Swing was the writer. I don't think he was like a feature. He was just a writer and a producer.
hmm
Yeah,
Hey, Mike,
yeah,
what about you, buddy?
but this was a great song.
yeah, I agree. This is a great song. One of my favorite songs off this album. I love it.
Yeah, I like the track. Don't get me wrong. I do like the production, but I mean, okay. I'm not gonna diss this production because I like the production. But I mean, I mean the the one thing that Tupac should have made about the production was more boom bap, and instead of the fast paced beat. You know, everybody can't make fast paced beats like that.
Right,
I
Right.
mean, yeah, I mean some people can pull it off, and some people can't.
right. I agree.
Like of course, Jay Z could put it off with the nigga what nigga who originated in '99. That I actually thought that was dope. There, that was dope. All right, so excuse me. I might give y'all verse one real quick. So Tupac he goes, my my adversaries cry like holes, fully fully eradicate my foes. My
Eradicate.
lyrics my lyrics explode on contact, gaming you hoes. All right, that's a wordplay song.
So pretty
Who else?
much it means so pretty much it means defeating enemies with powerful lyrics. The words in the song evoke strong emotions in listeners.
Okay,
Boasting about being the best artist in the game.
okay. Um, what I was gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say who else but Mama's only son? What does he mean by that?
Say again.
Who else but Mama's only son?
I said boasting about being in the best artist in the game.
Yeah, but when I think of Mama's only son, is that I mean, even if even if a woman only has one child, technically you're still, like technically, you, you still the only son. But what they say, but some of them might say, you're the only child, this and that, and the third. So, also, if you have like daughters after you, uh,
How's your day been, Mike?
My day's been okay for the most part. How about yourself? How's your day?
Mm, typical.
Typical, yeah. No, I hear you.
my day's okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But if you have girls after you, then technically you're still mama's only son. But what if the role was reversed? Like okay, so like mama has a girl, okay, and then she has boys after her. That means you're technically still her only daughter, right? But that's what the father's supposed to say. Like you're his only daughter. Like take Moesha for example. Take a look at Moesha. What Frank said was true, even though he's an asshole, but he still but he still managed to say that you're the only daughter I've got, which he was right about that. He was right.
Frank was the father, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
he
Yep.
at first he was a father of two until what you call it until the writers brought Dorian into the picture and then made Frank the father of three.
Yeah, he's going down as one of the worst fathers ever.
Right.
Like what? I mean, such a shitty. That's just a shitty thing to say. I'm sorry. You're a piece of shit father if you think that way.
Hmm.
And also, yeah, and also, even Mal said even Mal said it to Moesha that where he said you're the only sister I have, which he's right too. He's right. I, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
That's a,
Hmm.
yeah. That's a very nice thing to say. Frank. I'll put him down as one of the worst fathers in television. Even like next to all the horrible fathers that we seen in television and in real life.
Right.
I'll use the bathroom real quick. Y'all keep going.
And wait. If you haven't watched my what you call it, Rod Digger Dirty Harry album review, you might want to watch it where I'm talking about Rod Digger's like amount of siblings where she had like three older brothers and leaving her the only girl. You know, you might want to watch that review. Me and Mike, we talked about it, and we did the scenario switch roles like what if the role was switched like 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 if a boy has three older sisters and leaving him the only boy, yeah, so you might want to watch the review, man. Let's move on now. Let's move on because all right, actually we're halfway through the album here. This one. All right, let's do track number 8, which is Hearts of Men. So what y'all think about this?
Hearts of Men. This one is this one's solid.
Okay.
Yeah, I said the same thing. It was pretty solid.
To me, it's an excellent track. This is like one of the only tracks that Tupac mentioned his upcoming his upcoming other AKA name, which is Machiavelli.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But again, excellent track. He had Richard Pryor featured. You know what I'm saying, on the chorus and shit. Rest in peace to Richard Pryor.
But fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny
All right.
that I thought it
What's
was
up?
kind of hilarious. I said I thought it was kind of funny, very hilarious when Cavase, but not a fan of him. I mean, that was pretty hilarious. That, I think,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and that got, and that got Reg, Try, everybody, everybody, that what, like that,
Not a
Like
fan
like
of
like their reaction.
fire.
huh?
Like their reaction.
Yeah, like the like what?
Yo, uh, yo, they fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cavase said, yeah, Cavase, was not a fan of Richard Pryor, and that guy, them going like, what? I'm going like,
I think I was. Yeah, I remember that too.
yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
But again, if it wasn't for Richard Pryor, we wouldn't have other, successful comedians out here.
Right.
Right. All right, time to move on. Track number 9, which is Life Goes On. Yo, I feel like you know what I personally feel like. I feel like this track should have been on his first album, Tupac Lives Now.
Life goes
Oh,
on. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Um, his songs like they're not just songs, but but they have a lot of meaning, a lot of like real life meaning, almost like philosophical, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
that's what I like about Tupac's music. That's what I like about Tupac's music. Like his music, his music, his songs are not just songs, but they're also his songs could convey a lot of meaning, a lot of like what about life in general, what it means to be a human, what it means to be a person, what living in like a very very harsh environments like the ghetto and shit.
yeah, yeah, man. Like,
Especially, yeah,
yeah,
especially if you live in Memphis, Tennessee, and even though I, 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 I don't live in I don't live in Tennessee, but I do know Memphis have ghetto areas there.
hmm,
Yeah, like any hell, even where I live at, like, North Carolina, they have ghetto areas there.
right.
yeah,
Yeah, like every state, province, country, they have their ghettos.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like Ray just said. What you call it? The, the way Tupac make songs. They're not just songs. It's just Tupac. It's just Tupac was born to all of this, and
Hmm.
he heard and he's seen it all.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why when Tupac was younger, his mama might have not gave him, his basketball type shit, but she gave him a notebook where he could write stuff, where he could take notes.
Right.
Yeah. Going off topic, I'm gonna go to another album that that covers very harsh topics
Okay,
within like within the hood. It's a horror.
okay,
It's a horrorcore album from the '80s, late '80s, '89. Is Esham's Booming Words from Hell, which that deals with the turmoil of Detroit at the time, including the era's rising crack use. And
okay,
yep, and Esham says people got the first album and they would just make up stories. They get into an accident and be like, I got into an accident because I was playing that tape. It wasn't like we helped ourselves and we described what was in people's heads. It wasn't to shock people though, but to get people involved in what we're doing. We've got to get people's attention. We say a lot of things that people want to say but didn't say. We talked about a lot a lot of social and political issues that people didn't want to talk about, and he referred referred to the streets of Detroit as hell on on that record. So that's where his idea comes from.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. People were not ready for Esham when he first came out because again, like that horrorcore, it's that horrorcore, the horrorcore that people, yeah, they were scared. They were too frightened to listen to his album because he talks about paranoia, evil,
yeah.
Satanism in his lyrics.
Hmm.
Going off topic too. Ray and Mike. Even though that I wasn't born in the '80s either, but is it okay if I can request like a '80s album?
Yeah, because
I mean,
again, 80s hip hop man, like this is what I don't like. Like people always stick to 90s hip hop, but you forget 80s hip hop, 80s hip hop. That matter
Right.
that matters too.
yeah,
80s hip hop. Like I'm list I'm gonna list, 80s hip hop artists and group artists. Run DMC, um, Airbnb Rakim,
Mhm.
Damage,
NWA.
yes, Salt and Pepper, Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, Sugar Hill
Sugar
Gang,
Hill Gang.
Treacherous 3,
Oh, who
Fuji Rap.
searches? Oh, who searches three?
Treacherous 3, that's a hip hop group that consists of DJ Easy Lee, Kumo D, and LA Sunshine, Special K, and Spoonie G.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's Treacherous 3. How about leaders of the leaders of the new school?
Yeah, they came out. Yeah, they pretty much came out late '80s as well. Like let's
Yeah,
say 90, 87, 88, 89.
but they came out in 91. They came out in 91, but still,
Yeah,
people. That's the thing. Like
that was their
people
first
always
one.
say, oh, 90 started." No, 80. Like you forget 80s hip hop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, life goes on. Yeah, I feel like, life goes on should have been, should have been on Tupac Lives Now, man.
Life goes on. Um, very deep song that deals with the harsh realities of the streets, including death and loss. So this one's a very great song, very mature and philosophical, which dealt with the harsh realities of life. Um, it it, it examines on how life can be very tough. Life ain't life is very tough. We go through a lot of things in life, whether it's death, violence,
Yeah,
um, morality, or dealing with just shit that goes on in everyday life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
that's a good song right here. Definitely.
cool. You're gonna move on. Track number 10, which is "Only God Could Judge Me," which is true. Only God can judge me.
Featuring rapper uh, American rapper rapping for Forte, who real name is Anthony H. Forte.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this was a cool song, man. This was a cool track. You know, it's special, but it's not my special type of track. Don't get me wrong. I like the track. I like the track, but it's not my special type of track.
Right.
Yeah, only God can judge me. That's a song that everyone should know. Like very deep. Like again, very deep song. Also very a song that hits different because again we because again you're again when you think of only God can judge me. That means like he that means he is the one who can tell you where, like when you die, he's the only one that can tell you where you're destined to be, where your fate is at. Heaven, purgatory, limbo, hell, you name it, or paradise. If you want to go, if you want to go into like the mythology of Christian or
Yeah,
Buddhism, Hinduism, like like when you die, you have to go, like there's afterlives. Heaven, purgatory, limbo, paradise. hell, or 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 in some cases, i- if you're a Buddhist, reincarnation, where reincarnation where where you die in one life, you get reborn in a different in a different life.
Yeah,
Right.
So yeah, this was a very great song, like very deep, um, and it's a song that everyone should know. Pretty much everybody should know this. Pretty much everybody should know all the Tupac songs at this point.
yeah, of course, man. Like what the fuck? Like who doesn't know? Who
I'm
doesn't
not.
know? Brenda's got a baby. Uh, I've been around. I get around. Songs like that. California Love. What? Live and Die in L.A. What? Toss it up. Hail Mary. What? Yo. Y'all must be sleeping on Tupac.
Right.
But before I let Mike take over, I just wanted to say this. The only thing that I don't like about this song is that Jay Z stole it on what you call it, say hello to the bad guy. Not Ice Cubes though, but say hello on American Gangster, all right, on one of the verses. Go ahead, Mike. Mike, take it over, buddy.
Um, this is a pretty good. This is a pretty good song right here. Definitely did a thing on this track. I like it. It's good.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna skip over this. We're gonna go to track number 11, which is Trading War Stories. Oh, I love this song, man. This is I don't know. This might be my second favorite song on this album. Behind the song that's on this too. I don't know. Trading War Stories. It's like it's like incorporating it's like incorporating what you call it like war movies and shit like that because that's what yeah because that's what Aaliyah's songs was based on. All right, like on the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, and and her and her third and final album, which is the self-titled. Not it was not on one in a million, and it was definitely not on AJ Number the Number.
This one features drama Seidel, Sibo, and Storm. Yes. So
Yo,
this so
I feel
so
like they
trading
underrated.
trading war stories. Tupac and his crew discuss near death situations in the streets and speak of how their parents and government turned their backs on them.
Okay.
Fuck.
Mike, take it away, buddy.
What
That's crazy.
we're on track 11, right?
Yeah, we on track
Yes.
number 11, which is Trading War Stories.
Okay, this is a good song right here. Uh, yeah, this is good. Good song. I liked it.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably like my second favorite track on this album behind the track that we about to go to on disc two. So don't quote me on that. Don't quote me. Let's go to track number 12, which is California Love Remix. All right. Now here's the question. Here's the question that I have that I have for my fellow buddies in the what you call it, in the box, not in the comments, not in the comments. So Ray and Mike, buddies, which California Love would y'all rather more? California Love remix that's on the album already, or the California Love that should have been on it?
Mm,
Because
I like it either way.
the production is different.
California. Mm, shit is hard. I like it either way. I like the remix with Dr. Dre and Roger Troutman because
Right.
Dr. Dre, like Dr. Dre, brings in that energy.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but I love California Love. Like it's a classic song. Like remix or not, it's hard to choose. But as a whole, this a this a iconic song, classic song that deserves deserves all the acclaim it gets. So enough said. Enough said.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good track. Good track right here. I kind of like the original better, you know what I'm saying? But this one is just as good.
Yeah. The original is good.
Hmm.
Yeah, for me, I'd rather go with the original California Love than this because the yeah, I mean it may not matter, but to me it does matter, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this production here on the remix version that's already on this album is different from the original California Love that should have been on this album.
All
Like
right.
this. Oh shit.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, that's this yeah, that version should have been on this album.
Yeah, yeah. I heard the original. Yeah. The original. Yeah,
But
yeah. It's the same
back
as
to
the like it's well. Let me. Yeah, it's like the same. Yeah, it's the same p- p- production. Only Dr. Dre and Roger Trevor were on it, but still like the same production.
but the but the production that's already on this album, California Love Remix, was darker than the original version that should have been on this album. And they're like two, three different music videos for this. So also you know what's ironic too? Uh, I don't know. P Diddy Diddler, whoever the fuck he is right now, he was inspired by this video where he wanted to do it for Can Nobody Hold Me Down.
Right.
Right.
And, I have two trivias. Okay, I have two trivias. Well, the first trivia is that Kendrick Lamar made an appearance as a cameo, as a little kid cameo on there on one of the video versions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
trivia
I
number
love.
two,
Yeah, I love Kendrick Lamar. He's dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
and trivia number two is that this track was actually a Dr. Dre's solo track until Tupac took over and made it his song because Dr. Dre was fucking up.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was fucking up so bad,
Mm.
man. He was fucking up so bad that Suge Knight and them decided to give that song to Tupac instead of letting Dr. Dre keep it for himself. Wait, wait, wait. Shit. Yo, do you think that was a good? Do you think that was a good thing, man? And this also was a sample from or should I say an interpolation from Dance Floor by Zap, and a sample from Intimate Connections by Clear.
Right.
And it was also nominated for a posthumously Grammy Award for best rap performance by a duo or group with Dr. Dre and Roger Truman in 1997. So yeah,
Makes sense.
ready to move on here. Let's go to let me see, track number 13, which is "I Ain't Mad at You." Oops, not what's your phone number. I meant "I Ain't Mad at You." Yeah, I love this production of this track, man, because Blackstreet did this with "Don't Leave Me, Girl."
Yeah, this features Danny Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny Boy and Tupac, they worked together for like 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what do y'all think about track number 13, which is "I Ain't Mad at You"?
Uh, good song.
Yeah, this was good. It's a good song right here.
Yeah, I might give y'all verse one here. So Tupac, he goes. Now we once two niggas at of the same kind. Yo, Fabulous was using these reference later on. What you call it, in 2004 on his third album, which is Real Talk. All right, that's all I gotta give y'all right now. Let's go into the final track on this album. On disc one, which is track number 14, which is "What's Your Phone Number." Yo, I hate this track, man. I hate this track. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't dissing Tupac. Okay, I'm only dissing. I'm only dissing this track because what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Like that the production was not on point. You know the what you call it. The production was way off. You know, I just don't understand the production of it, and I don't understand that damn hook either. They could have did something about it.
Right.
So yeah, so I might want to have to skip this track, man. I might want to skip this song. Take it away, fellas. Take it away, buddies.
This one's solid. Like not like yeah, nothing really special. But this one it's just solid on its own.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, decent.
Careful about that.
Yeah, to me, this was a bad song.
Right.
This was a bad song. The fuck. Oh, here's a trivia here that I have. Um, it actually contains a sample from 777 and 3311 by the time. Who make these type of samples anymore?
I can't think of nobody right now. But
All right, all right, that's it, fellas. This is the end of disc one of All Eyes on Me. I'm starting for this album review sake. I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like this album so far. We made it through. We made it through 14 tracks, but here's the thing. I personally would skip one song from it. From it. So so buddies, I'm gonna ask you this: how many tracks out of 14 do you guys had liked so far?
Pretty much I like all the songs, all off the first disc.
same.
Yeah, I think all of them are very great. They tell a story. And also they're not just songs, but also they have a lot. They have different they have very deep messages to it. So yeah, all the songs on the first disc are dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I will skip one song, which is what's your phone number?
Right.
So what's your ratings out of 10 so far?
I'm gonna get like a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay,
Yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10 as well.
okay, okay. I give it so far I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It's a it's an excellent album for me. Sure, it is. But like I said, the only song that I would skip over is what's your phone number? Because I couldn't stand that production. I couldn't I couldn't stand the chorus by Danny Boy. Yeah, y'all want to end off and we continue tomorrow, or we gonna or we can continue since since I skipped most of the lyrics.
We could
Yeah.
continue tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do it tomorrow.
All right, so this is the end of part one. Like I said, this was disc one, which has 14 tracks. All right, with one skip for me, one skip, and I know that Ray and Mike, they said they love all 14 tracks right there, but but me I only love 13 out of 14. So we're gonna have to end it off right here, and we're gonna continue it tomorrow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. See y'all tomorrow, man.
See ya.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace, man.